Dunsin Oyekan the Eagle, the revivalist, the fire-filled worshipper whose every appearance is marked by raw power, deep worship, and divine intensity. From intimate church settings to massive worship gatherings, Dunsin Oyekan has created unforgettable moments captured in spirit-filled photos that continue to stir hearts and fan the flames of revival. This is a journey through his most powerful stage and church pictures, images that don't just show a man singing, but a vessel surrendered, a worshiper lost in deep communion with God. Over the years, Dunsin Oyekan has led thousands in worship across Nigeria, Africa, and beyond. Each photo from his worship nights is more than a still image, it's a glimpse into a divine encounter. One of his most talked about moments was during the worship revival in Abuja, where a photo captured him kneeling with hands lifted high, eyes closed, soaked in sweat and glory. That single frame said everything: raw surrender, burning passion, and pure atmosphere. In Lagos, during the outpouring worship experience, Dunsin stood before a sea of raised hands and bowed heads. Dressed in a simple white shirt, holding his signature black guitar, he stood firm, eyes to the heavens. Photographers captured the precise moment the band went silent, and only the sound of spontaneous chants filled the air. The lighting, the lifted hands, the sound of worship. It was more than a concert. It was a moment frozen in the presence of God. Dunsin's church photos are equally powerful. Whether ministering at Koza, House on the Rock, Elevation Church, or other altars across Nigeria, the energy remains the same. One striking photo from a worship service shows him lying flat on the altar, completely prostrate. As background singers and instrumentalists wait silently. No spotlight, no grand gesture, just pure worship. And it's not just about Dunsin himself, the crowd always plays a part in these images. Thousands of hands lifted, tears streaming, people on their knees. Photos from his events show people breaking down in worship, overwhelmed by the power of God, while Dunsin ministers calmly yet deeply. He often closes his eyes as he sings, letting the Spirit lead, with photographers capturing these tender and scripted moments of intimacy. In one unforgettable night in Ghana, a viral image showed Dunsin standing barefoot on stage, soaked from head to toe with sweat, surrounded by dancers in white robes, as fog machines released clouds symbolizing the glory cloud. The crowd had no words, just lifted voices and reverent silence. That photo became an internet moment among worship lovers. Another iconic photo came from the Healing Room concert in South Africa. In it, Dunsin is captured mid-jump, guitar strapped on, with flames of red and gold light surrounding him. It became a powerful symbol of spiritual warfare and worship. The image trended across platforms, with many calling it worship in motion. Yet, for all the high moments, some of the most stirring images are the quiet ones. Dunsin sitting alone on a stool, head bowed in worship, or walking across an empty church hall, guitar in hand, preparing for ministration. These simple, still photos reveal a man who doesn't just lead worship but lives it. From open-air crusades to cathedral services, every setting becomes an altar when Dunsin steps on stage. His photos often show him mid-declaration, with his hands stretched forward, speaking prophetically to the crowd. Light beams pierce through smoke, while the background glows with LED screens displaying scriptures or the names of God. It's a visual and spiritual experience all at once. Whether it's an early morning devotion session or a midnight vigil, Dunsin Oyekan's photos always carry the weight of glory. They remind us that worship is not performance, it's power, presence, and purpose. He doesn't just sing songs, he opens realms. From 2018 to 2025, his journey in worship continues to birth revival through both sound and sight. Every captured moment on stage or at the altar is a testimony of fire, depth, and devotion. Dunsin Oyekan's spirit-filled stage and church photos are not just memories, they are moments of divine exchange frozen in time.